Oh man, where are the fish? Oh, look at that. Right on cue. Right on cue. Oh my god, that's a fat one. Oh my god. Holy smokes. That thing is huge. All right, we're back at the beach. Had a little craving for some surf perch as of late, so that's what we're gonna try and catch today. You know, it's a lot of people hate on the surf perch, or they just, don't like it, I guess. But personally, it's like probably one of the top 5 eating fish that you can catch here in the Bay Area. There's salmon, halibut, lingcod, it's pretty good. Sturgeon every once in a while. Even sea bass is pretty good too, but that's pretty rare over here. But I can't think of many other fish that I'd rather have than a surf perch other than what I just mentioned. So anyways, we're gonna try and catch them today. It's actually low tide right now. I don't know if you can see behind me. There's all these sandpipers working the edge of the break right here, and they're out here to get exactly what I'm here to get, which is sand crabs. But before we talk about that, I really quickly want to thank Mr. Tackle Box for sponsoring today's video. We're not going to start fishing quite yet, which I'll explain later, but once we do, I'll show you the exact setup I'm using. You can get everything that I'm using today on the shopkarls.com website. So usually when I'm like going out in the kayak, I'm getting up super early, but today I wanted to sleep in, so I'm out here in the surf trying to catch a few fish and have a nice relaxing day. So anyways, like I said, it's about 1 o'clock, right at low tide right now, which is a perfect time to come out and catch your own bait. And my preferred #1 bait by far has got to be the sand crab. And you can catch them on a lot of different things: artificial grubs, shrimp, bloodworms, pilworms, Lucky Craft, Kalisa, you name it. All of them definitely work for surf perch, but I think the #1 most effective method has got to be the sand crab. And there's a few reasons why you might not want to use them. The first one being is that it's just a little bit more work to go out and catch them. Sometimes they're not as easy to catch, which is why I actually come out here at low tide. All that sand is exposed. Where I'm sitting right here would probably be crashing with waves here at high tide, but low tide, there's all this sand exposed. You can see even the seagulls are out here working to try to catch some sand crabs. Oh, there, one just got one right there. Yeah, there's the sandpipers. They have that long beak. They stick their nose into the ground, stick that beak into the ground to try and pick out the sand crabs. And then the seagulls, they're just kind of cruising back and forth, waiting for one to kind of get, I guess, exposed by the wave, or I don't know what, and then they come down and swoop and get it. Oh, another seagull just got one over here. But anyways, what I was saying is, if you watch the birds, a lot of times the birds will show you where the bait is when you're out on the ocean, in a boat or kayak. They'll show you where the anchovies or whatever, squid, sardines, whatever's out there. They'll show you where that is. But the same thing goes for the surf. I mean, if you watch these birds right here, they're just kind of cruising back and forth in this little stretch right here. So there's definitely sand crabs here. So before I even toss out my line at all, I'm going to try and work this area and pick up a few sand crabs, because right now is not the ideal time, which I've said many times in plenty of other surf fishing videos. But middle of the day, yeah, you can catch fish, but I like to fish the very early morning and the very late evening for surf perch. So I'm going to actually catch some sand crabs. I didn't even bring my polar right now, it's still sitting in my car. I'm going to catch the sand crabs, go get a bite to eat, and then come back in the evening, probably fish from like maybe 5 to 7 or something like that, right in the last couple hours of daylight, because I think that's when we'll be able to catch some fish. Just have a feeling. But anyways, I gotta go get some sand crabs of my own. I'm watching these birds pick them all up. I gotta make sure I get them before they scoop them all up. So let's go do that, and then we'll move on to lunch, and then we'll move on to hopefully catch some big surf perch. All right, just loaded up. We got a good number of sand crabs right here. And ideally, now that I've caught enough for the evening mission, now once I find the fish, I can just maximize my time spent in the water, in fishable water. I don't have to worry about catching any more sand crabs, and hopefully that
increased efficiency leads to a better catch rate. So anyways, like I said, we kind of have to do a little waiting game now. We're gonna wait for the good bite to come. So I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat. I know a good pizza restaurant not too far from here, so I'm gonna grab a little pizza, a little pepperoni pizza, and bring it back to the beach, have a little picnic, wait for the fish to come in. Pizza has been acquired. The before and the after.
All right, let's get to fishing. So it's about 3:30 now. It's still kind of early, but I don't know, I'm just sitting out here. I can't wait any longer. So we're gonna start fishing now. You know, I still think that the prime time is gonna be like 5 to 7 o'clock, but you know, we'll try for the first little while. Maybe we'll find one, maybe we won't. If not, we know that good times are ahead. This is a very simple, the most simple rig you could ever tie, Carolina rig. It's a 3/4 ounce barrel sinker with a bead below it, and then a swivel. All this you can get on Shop Karl's. And then I'm using a 10-pound fluoro leader. You definitely don't need to copy me exactly. You should adjust according to whatever setup you're using or whatever the conditions are at the specific beach you're fishing. But I don't know, I've kind of fell in love with the this light tackle setup. So anyways, I'm using 10-pound fluoro. Mono, it doesn't matter, mono, fluoro. You know, you can go anywhere from, like, some people like to go even lighter, like 8-pound, all the way up to, you know, 20-pound is no problem out here too. And then I have just a regular old J hook. I think that might be a size 1. All this stuff you can find on Shop Karl's. If you're not a member of the Karl's Club, I think this is probably like $15. If you are, it's like 10 bucks for, you know, a pack of hooks, a pack of weights, a pack of swivels, beads, the line, everything. You know, I think it's under 10 bucks if you're a part of the Karl's Club, which is where I get majority of my tackle from. And you know, it's super cheap, no shipping, no cost for shipping. Yeah, it's just a good deal all around. So anyways, check that out. I'll leave the link in the description, but let's get to fishing. That's what we originally came here for. I know it's kind of taken a little while to get there because we had to first catch the bait, and then we had to wait for the ideal time. And like I said, it's still not ideal time, but we're just gonna go for it anyway. So let's get out there, see if we can catch one. Oh, and just a reminder, I'm coming for dinner tonight, so hopefully I can catch a few that I can bring home that'll go into the frying pan. Oh, that was a good bite. Dang it. That was a good one. Didn't get hooked though. All right, we'll get back in there. Oh man. All right, well, man, super slow. I had like a couple of, quite a few small bites, and then one like good bite that I just missed. And it's 6:15, so we got about maybe an hour, 45 minutes left of sunlight. So, I mean, I knew it was gonna be slow in the middle of the day, but that was just really bad. That was even worse than I thought it was gonna be. So hopefully we can get it done in this last hour. Like I said, my favorite time is hour before sunset or an hour after sunrise. So, you know, if I was gonna pick a time, now would be the time. So let's see if I can back it up now. All right, see if we can get one. Oh man, where are these fish? It should be right there. Oh, look at that. Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue. That feels like a good one. Do not come off. Do not come off. Oh yeah. This is a good, pretty sure this is a good sized perch. Anytime it's pull and drag, even with this light tackle, it's got to be a good, if it's a perch, it's a good one. Oh yeah, oh yeah. No, do not come off. Do not come off. Oh my God, that's a fat one. Oh my God. Holy smokes. That thing is huge. Even, dude, I don't know if I've caught a perch that big in a while. Holy smokes. That's got to be like 17, 18 inches. Look at that slab. I don't have a tape measure on me. I'll add a clip of it. I'll measure it when I get home, but here's a weight. 3 pounds. I think it's 3 pounds right on the dot. I don't know if you can see that. 3 pounds right on the dot. What a slab. Here, let me wash them off and I'll show you guys. I'll give you guys a good shot of them here. Well, that right there, that's a true 3-pounder right there. You know, a lot of people say they catch 3-pounders, but you got the proof right there with the scale. And that's a true 3-pounder. Like I said, you can tell it's an old ugly fish. I mean, look at, part of the tail is missing on the top dorsal fin there. It's also missing a piece right there that's totally gone. You don't see perch this size very often anymore, so it's a real treat to catch one. But man, this has been a really tough day. Like I said earlier, it's probably about 6:30, 6:45 now, I don't know. And I haven't really had much action. I mean, I had a couple, one good bite, and other than that, not much. So I mean, it's worth the wait for a fish like this. Yeah, I feel like every time I catch a 3-pound surf perch, which doesn't happen very often. I think the last time I caught one was probably like 2 or 3 years ago. Anyways, every time I catch one, I feel like it might be my last 3-pounder. So I hope not, but yeah, you got to appreciate a fish of this size. They don't come around very often. Man. All right, well, if there's one, there should be more. Maybe not this size. I mean, I'd just be surprised to catch another one like this, but hey, you never know. So let's throw it back in, see if we can get another one. But anyways, one last look at that guy. Look at how fat that fish is. Just a big, fat surf perch. Boom! When I was catching all the sand crabs earlier, my plan was to just fish them all like straight. I didn't want to like stop to even talk about the fish at all. Just, you know, if I catch one, great, keep her, throw it on the sand, and then keep fishing just to maximize this time. But I mean, I gotta take a second to talk about that fish. How can you not? That's just a big old surf perch. Probably one of the bigger surf perch that's, you know, on YouTube, to be honest. That's a big fish. I could probably feed 2, but you know, I eat a lot, so it'd be nice if I could get one more. It's funny too, I was like demoralized, but for some reason this spot right here, I just had a feeling, like I even said it right before that fish hit, like this. I mean, right now too, it looks even better. I think as the evening gets closer, the swell is kind of coming down, the wind is obviously coming down, and it's just like shaping up really nicely right here. But I even said it right before it bit. I was like, that spot looks too good for there not to be a fish in there. That fish is probably gonna be the fish of the season for me, if I had to guess. I mean, hopefully I catch a bigger one, but I mean, that's probably the equivalent to catching a 10-pound bass. Just realized I caught it on this light tackle too. That's probably the first 3-pound perch I've ever caught on 10-pound test. Usually I'm using a little bit heavier stuff in the surf. But maybe that was the difference, because the fish are being so finicky. Maybe that little bit lighter line, a little bit smaller hook. I also switched to a little bit smaller hook, if you didn't notice already. Oh, there's another good one. Oh, That might not be a perch. Or if it is, it's another big one. What is this? Maybe it is a perch. Oh, it's a good one, whatever it is. Oh man, do we have a double slabber? Don't come off. Using light tackle. Working them light. Oh, he's right there in the, right in the wash. Oh, it's another one. Another slab. A little bit smaller, but man, that's still a good one. Boom, baby. That's probably a 2-pounder. Look at this. Man, I don't even know if you can see the sand crab. It's so far down there. They're definitely feeding right now. And yeah, I'm sticking my finger in there. Probably shouldn't do that. Perch have these like, they're almost like, imagine like a hard rock on the top of your throat, his throat, and one more on the bottom. And they clench them together to smash the sand crabs. So when you stick your finger in there, they smash your finger up a little bit, but I mean, it won't do any damage to you, but it does hurt a little bit. Well, really quick, there's fish number 2, another big one. I mean, this would be, any other day, this would be the fish of the day. It's probably about a 1 3/4, maybe 2-pounder, not quite. But I mean, I already caught a 3-pounder, so this is basically just a side note. I mean, it's still good fish nonetheless. But anyways, we'll get them in the bag. It's getting pretty dark out here, but we got a couple more casts in them before the day's over. It turned from a really long grinding out day to a really successful day right at the end here. So like I said, you can catch them any time of day, but in my opinion, if you had to pick 1 hour to fish, I'd either go with the first hour after sunrise or the last hour before sunset. So today, the sunset bite was obviously there. Got a couple of really nice perch. Biggest ones I've caught in a long time. Thank you again to Catchco for sponsoring today's video. Like I said, the whole setup that I use, you can get on their website for less than $10 if you're part of the Carl's Club. No shipping. And yeah, you can get out here, catch perch like I just caught in this video. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. You might be seeing a few more Catchco related videos in the near future on this channel, so look forward to that. Probably the next one out on the kayak. I'm actually going out in the kayak tomorrow, not for a Catchco video, but for another video really early. So I gotta get all my things together and get ready for that one. Gotta charge up all my lights to get ready for my early morning adventure tomorrow. So look forward to that in the next one. But once again, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one.